In the process of sexual reproduction, pollination is very important and essential step, because if there is no pollination, there is no fertilization. During pollination, pollen grains, which are non-motile, are usually carried from flower to flower by means of external agents. Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of flower. Pollination is very important. It is prerequisite for fertilization because both male and female gametes are non-motile, and moreover gametes are produced at two different sites, and that's why pollination is a process which carries male gamete towards the female gamete. Not directly male gamete, but pollination carries male gamete which are in the form of pollen grain toward the female gamete. When there is a pollination, what actually happens? This is the anther. Inside the anther, pollen grains are formed. When anther mature, pollen grain come off from the anther after dehiscence of anther. When pollen grain released from the anther, they transferred and deposited on the surface of stigma. As we know, stigma is a part of carpel, and this process is called pollination. So transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of flower. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of flower is called pollination. It is required because, as I explained, both male and female gametes are non-motile and gametes are produced at two different sites. That's why pollination is very essential for fertilization. Pollination is of two types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination is a type of pollination which occurs in a single flower or two flowers but present on same plant. That means this process involves single plant. That's why it results in inbreeding or selfing. While as in cross-pollination is a transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower of different plant of same species. That means cross-pollination always require two flowers and two plants, but plants are of same species. Self-pollination again classified into two types: autogamy and geitonogamy, and cross-pollination classified into xenogamy. So autogamy, geitonogamy and xenogamy are three types of pollination. Self-pollination is a transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of same flower or different flower present on same plant. While as cross-pollination is a transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of different plant of same species. Self-pollination occur in a single flower or two flower but present on same plant, and cross-pollination always occur in two flower present on two different plants. Self-pollination is a sure method of pollination, but cross-pollination is not a sure method of pollination. For self-pollination, pollinating agents usually not required, but cross-pollination always depend on pollinating agents. In self-pollination, minimum wastage of pollen grains, and in cross-pollination, more wastage of pollen grains. Self-pollination does not result into any genetic variation, but cross-pollination always result into genetic variation. Now, what is autogamy? What is autogamy? It is a transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of same flower. That means one plant and one flower is involved in the process. For this, flower should be bisexual and homogamous. Here, offsprings are produced which are genetically identical to their parents. Its example is pea. Here you can see it is a pea flower. This pea flower is bisexual, showing both reproductive whorls. This one is a androecium and this one is a gynoecium. Actually, in a pea flower, 9 plus 1 stamens are present. So stamens are didelphous. 9 stamens together form a one bundle and 10th one is a separate. 9 plus 1 arrangement of stamen. Okay. So flower is bisexual. You can see here from the anther, when pollen grains release, they get deposited on the stigma of that same flower. So here this is a self-pollination, but it is called autogamy. Only one flower is there in the process and pollen grain of the flower get deposited on the stigma of same flower. It never depends on any external agencies. But condition is that this flower is bisexual but it should be homogamous. क्योंकि यहाँ पर अगर फ्लावर बाइसेक्सुअल है लेकिन होमोगैमस नहीं है, होमोगैमी का मतलब क्या होता है? मैच्योरेशन ऑफ बोथ द रिप्रोडक्टिव वॉल एट द सेम टाइम. मतलब जब एंड्रोशियम मैच्योर होता है वही टाइम में गाइनोशियम भी मैच्योर होना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स इफ from the anther pollen grains are released at the same time stigma should ready to receive the pollen grain. तो दोनों का मैच्योरेशन सेम टाइम में होना चाहिए. सपोज ऐसे हुआ कि यहाँ से पोलन ग्रेन बाहर निकल गए लेकिन स्टिग्मा अभी रेडी नहीं है उनको एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए, या तो फिर स्टिग्मा रेडी है, मैच्योर हो गया है लेकिन यहाँ से अभी पोलन ग्रेन बाहर ही नहीं निकले हैं, एंथर डेहिस ही नहीं हुआ है. तो ऐसे कंडीशन में फ्लावर बाइसेक्सुअल होने के बावजूद वहां पर ऑटोगैमी पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो इफ एनी फ्लावर ऑटोगैमी इज देयर, फ्लावर शुड बी बाइसेक्सुअल एंड होमोगैमस, बोथ रिप्रोडक्टिव वॉल एंड्रोशियम and gynoecium mature at the same time. That's why pollen grain released from the anther successfully deposited on the surface of stigma and successful pollination and then fertilization is there. A very common example of autogamy is a pea flower. Now, second type of self-pollination, that is called zitonogamy. जिटोन का मतलब होता है नेबर. तो ये टाइप में, इन दिस टाइप, प्लांट तो एक ही है बट फ्लावर्स आर टू. इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ पॉलिनेशन 2 flowers are required. Okay, so transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower present on same plant is called zitonogamy. Zitonogamy may depend on pollinating agents. That's why it is also called ecologically cross and genetically self-pollination. It is similar to autogamy as pollen grains come from same plant. Maize and cucurbita represent zitonogamy. Here you can see this is a maize plant. Maize plant shows 2 types of flower. Okay, on this plant 2 types of flowers are present. Here this tassel means a group of male flower. So at the upper side group of male flower which is called tassel, and on the lower side you can see silks are there which represent female flower. So here pollen grains which are released from the male flower from the anther get deposited on the stigma which are the hairy stigma. That means in the process 2 flowers are involved but both the flower present on the same plant body. So the 2 flowers are neighbors of each other and that's why it is called as zitonogamy. तो यहाँ पर ये पोलन ग्रेन इसके ऊपर ट्रांसफर होने के लिए विंड की ज़रूरत हो सकती है, मतलब सम एजेंट्स ऑफ पॉलिनेशन में रिक्वायर, लेकिन जब ये ट्रांसफर हो रहा है एक ही प्लांट इसमें इन्वॉल्व है, मतलब उसका जेनेटिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सेम है, दैट्स वाई इट इज अ सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन, बट इट इज कॉल्ड एज जीटोनोगैमी बिकॉज इट टेक्स प्लेस इन टू फ्लावर प्रेजेंट ऑन सेम प्लांट. Xenogamy, it is a type of cross pollination which is also called outbreeding. Okay, so xenogamy is a transfer of pollen grains from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower present on different plant of same species. Definitely two flowers present on two separate plants, that's why this process always depends on pollinating agents. So this transfer require pollinating agents and it produces offspring which shows genetic variation. Here you can see two flowers present on two different plants. So plant 1 and plant 2 or parent 1 and parent 2. Both the plants are of same species. Here flowers are bisexual even then they show क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. तो ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि जो भी फ्लावर बाइसेक्सुअल है उसमें सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन ही होगा. तो काफ़ी सारे बाइसेक्सुअल फ्लावर है, अलग अलग कारण होते हैं जिनके कारण से वो क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन को फेवर करते हैं. सो हियर यू कैन सी इन दिस फ्लावर, दिस इज अ स्टेमेन, दिस इज अ एंथर. फ्रॉम द एंथर pollen grain come out. After dehiscence of anther, pollen grains release, and where they deposited, they transfer and deposited on the stigma of different flower present on different plant. So here two flowers in the process located on two different plant, that's why, but remember plants are of same species and that's why it is called cross pollination. So transfer of pollen grains from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower present on different plant of same species is called cross pollination. अब जब क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन होता है तो दो अलग अलग प्लांट है, एक दूसरे से काफ़ी डिस्टेंस पे है, तो उनके ट्रांसफर के लिए पॉलिनेटिंग एजेंट्स व्हिच आर कॉल्ड एज एजेंसीज ऑफ पॉलिनेशन. तो ये जो एजेंट्स होते हैं पॉलिनेशन के, उनको दो कैटेगरी में डिवाइड किया जाता है, अबायोटिक एजेंट्स and biotic agents. Abiotic agents are non-living agents which mainly include wind and water, and biotic agents are the living things or living agents. And about 80% of plant depends on pollinating agents like insect, birds, bat, snails, ants, snakes for the transfer of pollen grains. And in your syllabus you have to study two abiotic agents, wind and water, and three biotic agents, insects, birds and bats. So when pollination is by wind, it is called anemophily. When pollination by water, it is called hydrophily. Hydrophily is again of two types, hypohydrophily and epihydrophily. Biotic agents, when pollination is by insect, it is called entomophily. When birds are pollinating agents, it is called ornithophily. And when pollination by bats, it is called ceropterophily. Okay, तो प्लांट में जो फ्लावर्स होते हैं, जिस टाइप का वो पॉलिनेशन अडाप्ट करते हैं, जिस टाइप के एजेंट से उनका पॉलिनेशन होता है, वैसा फ्लावर का स्ट्रक्चर होता है, वैसे मॉडिफिकेशंस फ्लावर के अंदर होते हैं जिनको बोला जाता है अडाप्टेशंस. तो आगे हमको देखना है अडाप्टेशंस. कौन से अडाप्टेशन? एनिमोफिलस, हाइड्रोफिलस, एंटोमोफिलस, ऑर्निथोफिलस एंड यूरोप्टेरोफिलस. कि अगर किसी फ्लावर में विंड के द्वारा हो रहा है पॉलिनेशन तो फ्लावर का स्ट्रक्चर कैसे रहेगा, उसके स्पेशल फीचर्स क्या रहेंगे. या फिर अगर किसी फ्लावर में बर्ड्स है एज अ पॉलिनेटिंग एजेंट तो वो फ्लावर का स्ट्रक्चर कैसे रहेगा, एंड व्हाट आर द मेन फीचर्स ऑफ अ फ्लावर विच आर पॉलिनेटेड बाय बर्ड्स.